writing the story of your life. Don't let anyone else hold the pen. Introducing the Darius Minor Foundation. Big news, big things happening real soon. Stay tuned, tap in, social media, you know what it is. But right now, this is Spotlight 39. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's Rob Odie. I'm in the Bear Cave. You know the Studio 39. We got a good one tonight. I got my man Jordan. I'm asking from Prep Red Zone. I got my man Keegan Glover. I apologize. I've been butchering the last name. The superstar quarterback athlete, under recruited, underrated, tons of talent out of Illinois, man. We're going to get into that interview. We've seen the highlights. We know the kid can ball. But look, make sure you comment down below. Tell us who you want to have on the show. Let's make this thing happen. Whose highlights you want us to watch. We're about to do something super special. We're about to break the internet, man. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We got film breakdowns coming up at 8:30 live. So make sure you tap in. Make sure you're watching because we're going to do real big things. More importantly, show my man some love. Comment during this broadcast. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Now that all that stuff's out the way, now that I've done lost my voice almost, let me bring in my man, Jordan. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Prep Red Zone, right? I'm going to change your background as you tell us. I got a little something special for you. Then we're going to bring in my man, Keegan, all right?
All right, sweet. Yeah, so I'm Jordan Damask and I work with Prep Red Zone. We will watch your player highlight film. We go to games, go to camps, go to showcases, where we'll write articles about your skill set, kind of what you do good, trying to, get your name out there for college coaches to look at it. We are NCAA certified, so, JUCO up to the Power 5 schools can, read our articles. They subscribe to our platform. A really interesting thing is that we do have the prospect index. It's free for all players to fill out. You just
Yeah,
have to
you
put your
do.
information into it, and then link your huddle into it, and then coaches from JUCO up to the Power 5 schools can contact you straight off of it.
My man, look. And if you can't tell, you got that prospect index green screen popping off behind you, doing something a little different, something a little special. But look, enough about you and Prep Red Zone. We appreciate what you do. But this is about my man Keegan. So look, man, tell us who you are, where you're from. Tell mom, pops, brother, sister, whoever it is. Tell them I said hi. Tell them to tap in right now. Subscribe to the channel and show some love. But tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from, man. And we'll get this thing rolling.
Uh, Keegan Glover. Go Benton, Illinois. I go to Benton Consolidated High School. A class of 2022. I play quarterback. I'm about 6 foot and 165 pounds.
Fantastic. My man took notes. I love it. I love the reference, man. So look, Benton High School, Benton, Illinois, right? So like you said, uncommitted quarterback, class of 22, 6 foot, about 165, right? And the film is
Yes,
something
sir.
special. We broke it down on Friday. We about broke the internet, man. We're getting a lot of looks. We're getting a lot of love, and I love seeing it. So look, let's
Yes,
talk.
sir.
Let's talk a little football, man. So look, I'm gonna let Jordan take the lead on this one. This is his backyard. This is your backyard. So walk us through what the season looked like and take the show, man. Go ahead, Jordan. Find out a little bit about the season.
Yeah, so you had Mr. Ryan Bennett coming out to one of your first games. And moving forward through the whole entire spring season, how was it? Really a full season, COVID season. Not knowing when the season would start. Kind of, how did you deal with heading into the season for mental preparation, and then what did you do to get ready for each game?
Well, knowing that we had a shortened season, I knew that I had to make the most of it. So I was gonna get myself prepared as much as I could in the off season, putting myself in as many like in-game situations as I could. Actually played on a 7-on-7 team this off season,
Let's shout them out. Who we
so I think
rocking
that
with?
helped me. ESA Flight out of St. Louis.
There we go. Look, man, we can't go without showing some love, man. 707 is a big deal right now. A lot of people
You're
getting a
right.
lot of looks, a lot of offers, a lot of blessings. But I ain't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. But I just think that playing 7-on-7 helped me like slow down the game a lot this year, and like just see. Obviously, playing without linemen, that's a little bit different in 7-on-7. But I think being able to like that helped me read defense a little bit better, and I think that helped me drastically during the season.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So taking that, right? And if we think about it, a little more in depth, what is something specifically that you recognize from this season, even though it was shortened, right? What is something that
Yes,
you
sir.
want to take from this season, build on, work on to get that much, better at this off season to perfect your craft?
I think it would still be, even though I just said it helped me reading defenses a lot. I think that's a huge part of the game for quarterbacks, obviously. But I think just being able to like break down defenses and be able to pick them apart is like a huge part of a quarterback's game. So that's something I really want to improve on.
Okay. So what's the plan of attack? Are you working with any trainers, or you gonna rock with another 7-on-7 squad or the same squad through the off season? What do you got? What's in the books?
I do have a weightlifting trainer, Dave Brown, that I lift with in the mornings before school.
Okay.
But I think I haven't completely decided yet with the camps and stuff I'm doing this summer. But I might go back to that same 7-on-7 team this summer. But we just haven't decided completely yet with the camps lined up
Yeah,
for
man.
this off season.
Look, them camps are rolling out, aren't they? So with
Yes, sir.
camps, what's in your backyard, man? What camps do you plan on hitting? Which ones you got invites to? Where are we at on that?
I got invited to a Middle Tennessee camp. I just some prep red zone camps that might pop up. Adidas rivals, stuff like that. I had a Elite 11 regionals in Indiana last weekend, I should say,
Okay.
and that was
I
fun.
had another young man at that showcase, Bryson Singer, out of
Yeah,
Parkersburg, West
mhm.
Virginia. Man, he went there and showed out. So how was that experience? And Jordan,
It
man,
was
you got to tell
fun
me to shut
seeing.
up. I talk a lot.
Uh, it was fun seeing athletes of all different varieties. There were some dudes there that had multiple offers. One was committed to Tennessee, Wisconsin. So it was kind of cool to see how I matched up against players with names behind them.
That's huge, man. That's huge. So look, I'm I'm gonna hand it back to Jordan because he don't like to tell me to stop talking. So what else you got for him? What else you want to know about this off season or his plan of attack?
Yeah, so it's a very shortened season. You say you want to work on reading defenses. What are kind of your top three besides that you want to work on? And then what do you feel like you have improved upon since last season?
My top three, I think, would be getting stronger and quicker. I think I normally put those in kind of the same category because no matter what position you play, that's always one of the most important aspects of the game. And I think arm strength, which that comes with it, that would help a bunch. And I really can't control my height, but I think just being able to put on weight would just make me an even scarier runner with the ball. And I think that would um, help make my game even more versatile.
Cool, man. So with that, just kind of thinking out loud here, man. Are you open to playing other positions at the next level, or is quarterback kind of where your heart is, where your mind's set at? Because you're clearly an athlete, man. You can run the rock, you can put the body on, you can
Yes.
sling the rock. You got a lot of positive things happening for you. So I'm just curious on, if a coach came to you and said, hey, I see you more of as an athlete, and I think maybe we could put you at wide receiver or tight end. What would your mindset be like?
Well, obviously, quarterback would be my first option, but like you said, like if just something like that wouldn't work out, then my dream is just to play football. So I think I'd be more than happy to go help a program however I could.
I love it, man. That was a well placed answer, and I promise I didn't set you up for failure on that one. But very well said, very well said. So look, let's kind of transition away from that aspect, right? And when you're super talented and you got all the talent in the world that you got, you want to go play next level ball, right? That's kind of the idea. That's where we're at right now. That's what we're trying to get you to do. But you got to have the grades to go with it. So where are you at in the classroom? What's the grades look like?
Currently a 4.8, which I'm pretty proud of. Out of five, that is. I know a lot of schools go by a four. So out of five, I have a 4.8 GPA. I'm pretty proud of that. The grades are the most important thing when it comes to playing sports and being able to play at the next level. So my parents help me keep my head straight and just get good grades, which that comes first.
That's awesome, man. So have you taken your SATs or any of your tests yet?
I have. I actually get my scores back tomorrow.
Okay. Were you like most everybody else who took it the day after a big football game the night before?
Actually, I think I took it during the week. Luckily,
Okay, lucky you,
that,
man. Most
yeah,
kids, man,
very
they seem to
lucky.
have a big game on Friday, and then the big test Saturday morning, and I never understood why. But that's cool that
Yeah, I'm glad I
you
got to
do it
take
during
it
the
during the
week.
week. Yeah.
So we got the talent, we got the grades, man. So Jordan, what when you mix those together, what do we get, man? Where are we at?
All right, so we have those two. So now we want to know kind of who you are as a person outside the game of football. Like, what do you like to do for fun? What are your passions? What are your hobbies? Like, who is Keegan Glover outside of football?
Yeah, man. And with that, right? So just think of this, if there's any potential coaches out there, scouts, recruiters, this is a great opportunity for you to share, who you are outside of the game, what your character is, what you represent as a person, man. And then, when you tell us a little bit about who you are, tell us a little bit about what your plans for college is. What do you plan on majoring? And then, ultimately we'll get to the recruiting aspect that Jordan, decided to skip over real quick. But go ahead, man. We'll get to you as a person.
Well, I kind of like you said earlier. I am a sneakerhead. I do like to. I like shoes a lot, probably a little more than I should, because
So
you know
what's the
that
burning
some
question is,
shoes can
man?
be
What's the go to?
a little pricey.
What's the go to, man?
Sorry,
Are we a Jordan kind of dude? Or are we are you a Yeezy kind of dude? You take it back and we go with the
I
Air
have
Max.
both.
Yeah,
I have all three actually.
he
I got
said
a
all
pair
three,
of
man.
Jordan
You
One
make it
that's
difficult. So look, I'm gonna ask you this: you've got one pair. Tonight's a big night, right? You're going out on the town, with the homies or with a date. What's the go to pair of kicks, man? What are you putting on the feet?
I'd say the Off-White 2018 Air Maxes.
Okay, well, he did with the off white. All right, I ain't mad at you. So what else we got, man? What's the go to playlist right now, man? What's in your ears when it's go time and you're about to go out there and sling the rock? What gets you fired up? What get you ready to go? Ryan Bennett, man,
I
what's
listen to
going
a lot
on?
of Baby.
Look, man, I don't want to shout you out, but look, I can't ignore all the folks that we got on the show. We got Tristan 7K. He said the goat, right? We got Javon Butts with the fire emoji. We got Ryan Bennett saying Keegan, what's up, right? What's up, my guys? We got Keegan Powers jumping on, so we got a lot of Keegans popping off. Look, I just want to make sure I show love to people that show love to the broadcast. We got a handful of viewers right now. Let's get back to the show, man. So go ahead. You said you were about to hit me. Were you about to hit me with the baby and young boy? Because I feel like that's the normal
No,
answers.
no. I listen to Lil Baby a lot. That normally gets me locked in.
Okay.
Workout playlist and Drake.
All right. Look, my man, he hit me with the Drake. All right. Look, normally if YouTube wasn't so copyright, hungry, I'd be banging with the intro "God's Plan" because that's my man Darius's go-to track. The first episode
Good
that I
song.
ever released on here with the why behind, the podcast, right?
Hmm.
I play God playing, God's playing plays with the picture in the background for probably a good 20, 30 seconds. Just in honor of my man Darius. So anytime I hear Drake, anytime I can plug him in, I'm gonna do so. But look, we got Drake,
Yes,
we
sir.
got the baby. You left off Young Boy, which is kind of interesting considering everybody else your age. It's Young Boy and it's the baby, right? But everybody else it seems to be from the South, right? So all the
Yeah,
Georgia
I'm not a big
boys,
fan.
Louisiana, like them boys are big on Young Boy. But go ahead.
I'm not a big fan on Young Boy. I'd say Lil Baby is my top, and then the Baby, then Drake.
All right, so we low. You just a fan of some babies and Drake. I got it. Look, I'm an old head, man. I like old school. Give me some '90s, early 2000s hip hop. Sirius XM Fly. Shout out to my man Bugsy Bugs. You know, that's my go-to. That's my enjoyableness. But the fact that you're like most kids your age is fantastic. The fact that you're a sneakerhead, man, I feel like I could just pinpoint it because that's just what you guys do at your age. And again, I'm talking a whole lot, man. So look, now is the time we're going to talk a little bit about the recruiting process. Since he left it off, so we'll backpedal a little bit, and let's talk about how your recruiting's going. So have we had conversations? Do we have any opportunities right now? What does it look like currently?
Well, it's slowly been getting better. It was very slow, I'd say, at the beginning of the season, but towards probably week 5 and 6, that's when I started getting a little bit of traction. I've talked to Air Force, some of their coaches a little bit.
Okay.
Talked to Murray State, Dartmouth. I've talked to quite a bit. Um, talked to Greenville. It's kind of a local Division III school.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Opportunities,
Yeah, and I've got
right?
invited to a few camps. Middle Tennessee, I haven't talked to them much, but they did invite me to their camp, which I was pretty excited for this summer.
Very cool. So
Yes, sir.
you're getting some attention, right? So we're starting to get some conversations going. Um,
Yes, sir.
what was that breakthrough moment that got that first DM or that first phone call, text message, however it came through to you? What was your breakthrough moment when that first coach hit you up and was like, "Hey, great game," or "I think you would fit well here." How did that go?
I was just really excited because at that time I was going really slow. I was getting kind of bummed. But and then once I started to get to talk to some coaches, that made me excited and told me that I could definitely play at the next level, and it just got me motivated a little bit to
Love it.
see that coaches wanted to talk to me.
It's a pretty solid feeling, knowing that somebody wants you to be a part of what they got going on, right? Especially when they don't know you from Adam. I think that's
Yes,
just pretty remarkable, in general, right? So
yes,
look,
sir.
I think we've pretty much cleared it up, even though we backpedaled, backtracked, skipped some beats, right? I think we got the whole interview in, Jordan. Uh, but look, I'm gonna hand Jordan the floor. He doesn't know this yet, but I'm gonna hand him the floor, and I want him to kind of just point out some highlights of your film that we just broke down, man, because that was pretty special. Like I said, you know, the explosiveness is there. You've got the wheels, right? You got the
Yes, sir.
brakes, the breakaway speed. You got the ability. So what do you got for him? On this highlight reel, man. What do you think could put him over the edge to get these coaches to say, "Hey, man, not only do we like you, but we want you to be a part of what we got. Here's that blessing."
Yeah. So, I mean, we watched their film, and I said it in the film too at the end that he has the talent to be a FBS, FCS type of player. The only problem, asterisk question mark, is just his weight. That's it. He checks all the other boxes, and he can control that. I know for a fact that he's a hard worker, has a work ethic, is determined to get to that point. So that's not really like for me. It's not like, oh, he's not going to do it. It's more of when is it going to, like, the timetable of when it's going to be done, and once that's done, the sky's the limit. That's when the offers are going to come in there, because when college coaches see that he's only 6 feet 165, they might be a little questionable about it. But if you watch his gameplay, you watch his film, there's no question that this young man can ball and he can play at the next level.
Absolutely, man. Look, incredibly well put. Hopefully, you enjoyed your time hanging out with me and Jordan. We enjoyed
Yes, sir.
having you. We really enjoyed watching the film. So look, I'm gonna hand you the floor one last time. Shout out anybody and anybody, everybody that's in your corner supporting you, coaches, family, friends, whoever it is, man. Shout them out. Call them by name. Show them some love, man. Don't just say, "I want to thank all my friends and coaches," man. Give them some love. Show them, shout them out.
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank my parents for doing like taking me to all the camps this summer and everything. My 7-on-7 team, like I said, I think that helped me a lot. And then of course my coaches and football team, which I couldn't do without them because it takes everyone. You can't just like I couldn't have made any of those plays on my highlights without my team. And of course, gotta shout out the O line. I always have to shout out the O line, the big boys up
Got to
front
shout out the
because
line, right? They're the ones that keep you alive during the
of
game.
course, of course.
Good deal.
And my friends, because a lot of my friends really support me, and that helps me a lot. And they tell me that they're with me all the way, so that really keeps me motivated to see that I got some people by my side.
Love it, man. I love it. So look, I appreciate you taking the time, jumping on, sharing your story. Hopefully it was as fun for you as it was for us. You got a lot of love, man. There's a lot of folks on here watching this broadcast. I think some of them are super, super, excited and ambitious about the next segment that's about to pop off. So hopefully you join us for that, and watch some of the film breakdowns that me and Jordan are about to do, because we're gonna have some
Yes,
fun
sir.
with it. So look, I'm gonna close it out. One last question, and that question is, what motivates and what drives you to want to wake up tomorrow and be that much more successful than you were today?
Well, what motivates me is just knowing that I have another day to get better and improve myself and to prove that I can play. And to everyone that doesn't think so, that just fuels me more and just makes me want to work even harder every
Love it,
day.
man. I love it. I love it. I love it. So look, I appreciate it. I said it time and time again, but I truly appreciate you taking the time. I truly appreciate everybody that takes the time to jump on here. Because ideally, you guys are just
Thank
signing
you
up
guys.
to talk to some random dude on the internet. In this case, two random dudes on the internet. And we really do this from the heart. We want to help you guys out, give you the exposure, give you a platform. You know, we want to make this a one-stop shop for any and all coaches at every single level, man, because you guys truly deserve it. You got the talent. I think you got the ability to play next level ball, and I want to see you get there, man.
Sir.
So, stay
Thank you.
safe, stay healthy. Let's stay in contact. I'm about to
All
close
right.
this show out. Me and Jordan, we're coming back here very, very, very shortly, 8:30 or so. You'll see the countdown timer come up. But until then, man, I'm Rob Odie. That's my man Jordan. I'm asking from Prep Red Zone.
Sir.
That's my man Keegan Glover, man, superstar. Put this man on your
Sir,
radar.
thank you.
I'm Rob Odie, and this was Spotlight 39. Let's go.